Summer is almost here, and it is finally time to get outside and celebrate. And why not get ready with some matching mommy and me outfits? My daughter and I love to wear matching things, and what better way to do it than DIYing your own? I grabbed this amazing party tub of tie-dye from Walmart. It has 14 different bottles in it, plus there's iron-ons and gemstones and everything that you need to not only create a fun summer outfit, but to create well beyond. So for today's project, we are gonna make summer eyelet dresses. I picked up both of these dresses at Walmart. I've got my daughter's size and a size for me, and they're a little bit different, but they both got that eyelet pattern, which I think is kind of cool. So we're gonna make these today, tie-dye them, and we're gonna use a Patriotic color so I can save my other colors for future projects. All right, let's get started. In my tie-dye Patriotic party tub, you get all of this that you see here. So we've got our 14 bottles of tie-dye, plus there is refill packs for those popular colors. You also get these really fun iron-ons so that you can iron that on to anything you tie-dye or even on a separate project. We've also got some rhinestones that you can glue to your projects, and then you're going to get your rubber bands and your gloves. All right, so we're going Patriotic colors, so I'm gonna grab my bottles of blue and red to get started, and then I'm gonna show you how easy it is to fold our dresses. No matter what you're tie-dyeing, you always want to start with your fabric being damp. So I'm going to actually take my daughter's dress, which I'm going to start with, over to the sink. I'm going to get it damp because we want the dyes to absorb in it. And then I'm also going to fill up my dye bottles. My dress is nice and damp, and you'll notice that I put a tray underneath it. You definitely want to put plastic or some type of covering down that is going to save your surface. So a tray works great, or you can use plastic or a trash can. Once your bottles are filled, you also want to make sure that you shake them really, really well. I always put a paper towel around it or do it over a trash can just in case there's any leakage. This dress already has an eyelet pattern on it, so I was thinking it might be a little too busy if I did a fancy design, so I wanted to keep it simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the side and I'm going to scrunch it up. And this is actually kind of the natural scrunch of the dress. Since my daughter's dress is small, we're gonna keep it simple and only do the top red, leave the center section undyed so that it's white, and then we're gonna dye the bottom section blue. I am gonna put a rubber band at the end just to hold it together. I'm gonna do that at the other end as well. And then I'm gonna put two in the center to section off the area that I wanna keep white. Now it's time to put on your gloves because you don't want to have dyed hands. All right, I'm going to start with my red, and we're going to start at the top. You want to start by lightly squeezing your bottle up close to the fabric, and you'll see how the fabric absorbs the dye. Always start with small amounts, and you can add more. I'm going to set my red aside. And I'm gonna grab my blue. Remember, we're gonna leave the center section white. Now that my blue section is done and my red, I'm gonna carefully flip this over so that I can add dye to the back. All right, so our next step is going to be to roll this in plastic. So I'm gonna take my plastic around, and I'm gonna roll. I'm going to use a rubber band to just put it on the end of my plastic to keep it shut. We need to let this sit for 6 to 8 hours. Once the time is up, we'll want to run it under the faucet until the water runs clear. Then you want to wash it by itself for the first time and maybe even the first few times. All right, now I'm going to do the exact same technique to my dress so that we match. Ta-da! We are ready for summer. So check out the Mommy and Me matching Patriotic dresses. Doesn't it remind you of one of those summer red, white, and blue popsicles? Check out how cute my daughter and I looked together. We got dressed up to pretend like we were going to the beach and prep for all the fun we're gonna have this summer in our Mommy and Me tie-dye dresses. Remember that you can pick up your party tub of tie-dye at Walmart. And of course, follow me over at Craftbox Girls and on craftboxgirls.com for more fun tie-dyed projects. Happy summer!